Tonight we report on a drive-by shooting in the Shawana community Monday night, and a Salt Lake council member could be forced to resign. What's happening in sports, Bob?
Thanks, Alan. The Big Bend Lady Vikings pick up a win on the hardwood, and the Wharton Cougars blow out White Swan. Let's take a glance at our Weather Center forecast.
Hello everyone, we do have a warming trend ahead of us and we will continue to see more rain in the next few days. I'm Cristina Sanchez and I'll let you know just how warm we'll get and when we'll have a break from the rain.
I'm Alan Troop and we have all this and much more on iFiber One News.
From the iFiber One HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFiber One News, your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFiber One News, and it starts now.
A Chevrolet Impala was shot 4 times in a drive-by shooting in Shawana on Monday night. According to the Grant County Sheriff's Office, no one was injured during the shooting. The shooting happened in the 1800 block of 3rd Avenue Southwest. Witnesses reported seeing a white Dodge 4x4 pickup truck with a lifted body leaving the area. Spokesman Kyle Foreman stated that the home's occupants were uncooperative with deputies. Anyone with information is asked to call the Grant County Sheriff's Office at 509-762-1160 or send information to crime tips at grantcounty.wa.gov. The 6th annual Country Sweethearts Benefit Dinner and Dance is this weekend. Reporter Jeff Chu has more details on the event that honors those who fight and live with cancer.
The Columbia Basin Cancer Foundation is hosting a night of dinner, dancing, auctions, and more in their ongoing battle against cancer. The 6th annual Country Sweethearts Benefit is Saturday at the Grant County Fairgrounds in Moses Lake. The evening includes a catered dinner and dessert, beer and wine from area breweries and wineries, live music, dancing, and both live and silent auctions. Foundation representatives said Country Sweethearts is their biggest fundraiser of the year, with more than $63,000 being raised for Grant County cancer patients in 2014. Donations for the auctions are still being accepted. Tickets and donation forms are available through the Foundation's website at columbiabasincancerfoundation.org. Contact the Foundation at 509-764-4644. I'm Jeff Chu for iFiber One News.
A woman is accused of fleeing a Quincy police officer in a chase that reached speeds of 100 miles per hour. Prosecutors charged Daisy Pio Medina, an 18-year-old Quincy woman in Grant County Superior Court, with attempting to elude a pursuing police vehicle. An officer reportedly spotted a Honda CRX driving 50 miles an hour in the 1000 block of F Street Southeast on December 3rd. The officer turned on his emergency lights to signal the driver to stop, but the driver continued to accelerate. The officer chased the vehicle from State Route 28 to Road O. The driver reportedly turned off the headlights and taillights several times during the chase in an attempt to confuse the officer. The chase continued to Road 9 Northwest and onto Road R Northwest, where the driver reportedly reached speeds of 100 miles per hour, where the officer stopped the chase because of the speed and snow falling. The police report is unclear about how police traced the vehicle to Pio Medina. Salt Lake Council member Robert Brown is expected to answer city council members who want him to resign. Council members admonished Brown in a formal complaint against him at their last meeting, accusing him of inappropriate behavior. Brown delivered a document to the Grant County Commissioner's and Auditor's Office calling for an April vote on annexation of the city into Grant County Fire District 7 for its firefighting services. Mayor Raymond Gravel and Councilmember Joanne Rushton complained that Brown did so without the council's knowledge or approval. The council agreed to time delivery of the county election paperwork to call for a November election to allow the city and fire district time to educate voters on the proposal. And now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
And we'll be back right after this.
There's something new and exciting happening right now at your nearest Toyota dealer. It's the arrival of the all-new 2014 Corolla, now featuring a new stylish exterior, plus a premium interior loaded with technology, including Toyota's N-Tune multimedia system with navigation. Corolla has definitely evolved. The best part is, right now you could take advantage of special introductory savings. The new 2014 Corolla, available at any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places.
When you find out about the DQ $5 lunch, all this food for only $5, you gotta tell people about it. So I situated nice. Frosty drink next to this juicy grilled burger and fries. Get my sundae, boom. I just dropped a $5 lunchagram on all my friends. Get ready for a little $5 envy.
Michael, we like your style. The $5 lunch. Entree, fries, drink, plus a sundae. Only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
Hello everyone, I'm Cristina Sanchez with your One News Weather Center, brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealer, Toyota Let's Go Places. We do have showers that will continue throughout the rest of the week. We actually have a warming trend as we head into this weekend. A warm front has already crossed through our area. This produced widespread light precipitation over Washington and North Idaho today. Light showers will continue across the region throughout the overnight hours, and we do have mild, wet, and breezy patterns starting off on this Thursday with more significant amounts of rain. For Monday, we do expect several inches of rain along the Cascades and also North Idaho. Today we did start off the day in the mid-30s. Our normal low temperature is in the mid-20s, and today's high in the low 40s. Moses Lake as well, they did start off the day right around 10 degrees above normal for this time of the year, in the upper 30s, and high for today right around seasonable temperatures in the low 40s for Moses Lake. And right now temperatures are in the low 40s with mostly cloudy skies and winds blowing from the north up to 5 miles an hour. Mostly cloudy conditions will continue across our area, and we also have light snow showers across the mountains and also along the coast. Showers will continue throughout the night, and as we head into this Thursday afternoon, heavier amounts of precipitation will be along the Cascades and also into North Idaho as we go into this Thursday, and also along the coast. Mostly cloudy skies for all of us. However, we still have that chance of showers in our Columbia Basin, and of course through this Friday, breezy and also more rain will be in place for much of western Idaho, northern, and along the Cascades. For the weekend, we do expect to see a brief break on Sunday, but then showers will make a comeback as we start off the next work week. Highs on this Thursday afternoon for Seattle right around 60 degrees. This is still above average for them for this time of the year, with showers in place that will continue throughout the night, as well as in the Yakima Valley with highs in the low 50s, and inland Northwest high temperatures will be in the mid to upper 40s, and for them as well, they do expect to have showers in place all throughout the night and into this Thursday afternoon. Now we do have highs on Thursday in the mid-40s for us, and Moses Lake 45 as a high, Royal City 45, and Quincy in the low 40s. Now we're looking at a warming trend as we head into this Saturday and Sunday with highs in the mid-50s. Sunday we do have a slight chance of seeing some precipitation across the area, but for the most part for us we'll have dry conditions. Then on Monday we'll have showers once again with slight drop in temperatures in the low 50s, low temperatures on Friday in the low 40s. This segment was brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealer, Toyota Let's Go Places. We'll be back with sports.
What better way to start the new year than in a new Toyota? We're making it easier than ever with 3 ways to save. Your choice of financing as low as 0%, up to $2,500 in customer cash back, or low payment leases on your favorite Toyota model, like RAV4, now just $199 per month. Just pick your favorite Toyota, the best savings options for you, and drive away. It's that easy, so start your year right. For full details, see any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places.
We are real students. And this really is our college.
My dream will change the outcome of my life.
My college is allowing me to achieve my dream.
My dream is to be a pilot.
My dream is to be a nurse.
Only you can determine your dream. Big Bend will help you get there.
What's your dream?
The Lady Vikings got past Northwest Indian College to extend their win streak to 3 games. Reporter Sean Wells was on hand for the action.
It was the second night in a row Big Bend took on Northwest Indian College, but this time the result was much different. Behind Riley Jamet's 20 points and 14 rebounds, the Lady Vikings took down the Eagles 60-50. The Vikings were able to hold star player Jolene Nagy to only 8 points. She had 39 points the previous night. Aubrey Vale had 9 points and 8 rebounds for the Vikings, while Krista Colvin was the leading scorer for the Eagles with 20 points. The win makes it 3 in a row now for the Vikings, who will look to keep the streak going this Saturday versus Yakima Valley.
Moses Lake Christian Academy girls crushed Thorpe Easton 65-15 in 1B Central Washington play. It was the 7th win in a row for the Lions, who moved to 5-1 and into a tie for first with Pateras. The Academy jumped out to a 19-7 first quarter lead and never looked back. Anna Yarbrough led the Lions' attack with a game-high 32 points. Alex Taves added 11, and Michaela Loudon finished with 10. The Academy boys picked up a huge 61-34 win over the Jaguars. The win improves the Lions to 4-6 on this season with 2 games left to play. The Academy needs to win out and get some help to qualify for postseason play. Junior Delgado drained a game-high 21 points, and Warden blew past White Swan 73-38. The game was never in doubt with the Cougars up 41-20 at the half. Jesus Iberia added 13 points, Connor Haynes had 11, and Caleb Hartman finished with 10. The win moves Warden to 7-2 in a game back of Mabton with 1 to go. The Cougars close out the season at home against the Vikings Friday. A win will land Warden and Mabton in a tie for the conference championship. The Hawks' Russell Wilson plans a return visit to the Texas Rangers spring training camp. Details are still being worked out, but the 2-time Super Bowl quarterback is likely to have a similar experience as last year. Wilson spent a day in Surprise, Arizona after Seattle won Super Bowl 48. He went through a morning workout with the Rangers and took the lineup card to the umpires before a spring training game. Wilson didn't get any work on the diamond, but did watch practice from the dugout. He also addressed Rangers minor leaguers. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, my name is Cheryl Kono. I am your local Ephrata Farmers Insurance Agent. Here at Cheryl Kono Insurance Agency, our customers always come first. We don't just work here, we live here. Please stop by the office, call, email, or Facebook me for a free auto, home, life, business, or farm and ranch quote today. We are insurance. We are farmers. Come in for a free quote today.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
Our spotlight story tonight is about a herd of more than 1,400 goats that are grazing on a farm near Soap Lake. The goats are being used as an experiment by a local farmer. Reporter Jeff Chu has the story.
About 1,400 nanny goats are discreetly and dependably munching down the frostbitten grass and alfalfa on Dean Benedict's acreage near Soap Lake. Border collies appear to be getting restless to herd the goats into the next plot. It's easily the biggest so-called mob of goats that most people will ever see grazing in Grant County or anywhere else for that matter. Benedict, who has raised grass alfalfa mix hay on his 50 acres for many years off State Route 28 and Road 19 Northwest, explained how the goats came to graze on his land.
The goats are here because last fall I wasn't able to take the cutting off here, which I would have preferred to do. It would have been fourth cutting on my grass alfalfa mix hay. And I could see that the forecast was such to where it just wasn't going to work, so I decided I'm not going to swath that and have it laying in the windrow all winter. And so I was thinking about possibly putting my cows out there, but I didn't really want to have the cow pies out there and also the foot tracks. So I saw that the goats were over on another farmer's field, and so I got a hold of that farmer, and he referred me to Ray Hulls.
Benedict admits the goats are an experiment that if all goes well, he'll consider inviting back. He says there's a good deal of benefit from goats' natural mowing, which he hopes will produce high-quality hay.
The benefit is removal of the foliage, because if I don't get that foliage removed, it'll show up in the first cutting of 2015 crop. Dead leaf. It'll be brown leaf in the hay. And then the other thing is, what's happening here is the foliage is being transferred and processed into fertilizer through the goats.
Ray Hulls owns the goats, part of his mob of about 8,000 head of goats he grazes along the west coast from Canada to Mexico. His Kennewick-based range management company is known as Prescriptive Livestock Services. Hulls is considered in the ranching industry a leading authority on goat grazing and management practices.
We're a targeted grazing company. That's our business. We started out ranching, a family, and then bought into goats to manage our own weed program, and it worked really well. And people saw it working, so they kept asking us to try this and that, and pretty soon we ended up building into the business of just grazing goats, and that's what we do.
Meat from the goats will eventually end up on the barbecue. Hulls said there is a growing demand for goat meat around the country. For now, their job is to naturally weed and groom and fertilize farm fields without the use of chemicals. The nannies and two big white Anatoly Kuvas Akbash mix watchdogs are just part of Ray Hulls' workforce. Hulls explained that the dogs are raised from puppies among the goat groups and live with them night and day.
Yeah, as soon as they're weaned from their mothers, they get put into a area where there's typically smaller goats, kids, and then they just grow up as a goat, and they learn to bond with that.
Hulls' goats are used at various grazing sites and as far east as Montana. About 400 of the pregnant nannies are expected to drop their kids in March and will be moved back to Kennewick to kid out, as Hulls puts it.
They get handled a little differently, a little more softly, and they manage weed projects mostly. Then we have other groups of goats that are either yearlings or older goats that we use for brush goats and or different type of projects where we have to split them into small groups.
Also watching over and managing the goats are two Peruvian goat management specialists who were brought in on special work visas. Hulls said after they are done with Benedict's land, the goats will next go to the Royal Slope area to graze. Hulls can be contacted at 208-740-9264. I'm Jeff Chu for iFiber1 News.
And we'll be right back after this.
Have you been to iFiber1.com? The most up-to-date news in the Columbia Basin is just one click away. With news, sports, and weather, you can stay in the know with what's going on in your community. Read your news on the go by visiting iFiber1.com on your tablet or even your phone. Follow us on Facebook for quick updates and discuss the news with others in our area. Your number one news source in the Columbia Basin is iFiber1.com. Check it out today.
Attention business owners. The deadline is fast approaching to advertise in the 2015 edition of the Moses Lake Local Book. Don't be the only business left out. In print or online, it's the best way to reach your customer when they're ready to buy. Call today to place your ad by calling 877-738-9829 or by visiting us online at www.statewideyp.com. The Moses Lake Local Book Telephone Directory. Simply the best advertising.
Welcome back. 2 people were injured in a collision Tuesday morning on State Route 17 in Moses Lake. Juan Vargas, a 27-year-old Othello resident, was driving a Nissan pickup truck north on SR 17 when his pickup stalled when he went to make a left turn onto Interstate 90. His pickup was struck by an oncoming 1996 Honda Accord. According to the Washington State Patrol, Vargas was not injured, but his passenger, Adriana Ramirez, a 24-year-old Moses Lake woman, was taken to Samaritan Hospital for her injuries. The driver of the Honda, Jose Oliveira Ayala, a 24-year-old Moses Lake resident, was hurt and taken to Samaritan Hospital. Bills introduced in the state legislature would make significant changes to the state public records law involving police body camera footage. Identical bills in the House and Senate would limit police use of body camera footage for only misconduct investigations. Video not related to the investigations would not be released to the public. Under the proposals, videos involving misconduct would be flagged in the storage system and be subject to public disclosure. Unflagged recordings would be confidential and could not be released without written consent from everyone in the video except police officers. Under current state law, all video recordings are public record unless they are part of an ongoing investigation. In Northwest news, a Washington couple is in custody after police found their 3 children living alone in deplorable conditions. KCPQ's Adam Mertz reports.
Lake Stevens police say the children ages 7, 3, and 11 months old were locked inside with no food or heat. Police were tipped off that the kids may have been home alone, and when they got here, officers say they found the 11-month-old locked in a bedroom. The baby was rushed to a hospital to be treated for hypothermia and dehydration. Police say the parents who care for the kids were nowhere to be found, and they don't know how long these kids were here by themselves. The parents were identified as Mark Dorson and Amanda Ann Foley. Tonight, both are in custody facing charges including felony criminal mistreatment.
I'm just shocked. Why? Why do that to your own children?
Said that the place is just a real wreck inside, and the feces and the stink and the smell in there is terrible. I couldn't believe kids were even living.
What does it take to become a police dog? The ability to take down criminals and sniff out narcotics definitely helps, but for one police department, their only police dog can't do any of those things, but he's still an invaluable member of the police force.
Oh, hello.
Maybe this isn't what you imagine when you think of a police dog. 3.5 pounds of terror.
Sit.
Or terrier, rather.
Sit.
This is the extent of Spot's attack abilities, tearing at a hand duster.
That's his favorite.
And his agility training doesn't go much further than chasing the red dot of a laser pointer.
Ready? Stick him up.
But he does know how to stick him up.
That's a good boy.
Roll over.
Ready?
And spin around. And Spot is an actual police dog.
There we go.
Registered to the Woods Cross PD.
One day, one of the detectives came in and he was just having a really bad day, really bad call. And then all of a sudden, Spot ran up to him and was so excited to see him. And it just, from that point on, it was, yeah, that dog's a big morale booster and we really need him here.
So much so that officers get upset when Spot takes a sick day. He seems to have a special affection for Chief Greg Butler, always watching out for the big man. But his favorite thing to do is take a nap.
Woods Cross is a great department, and having him here is just an added bonus for us, so he's a lot of fun to play with.
And that's going to do it for us here at I-501 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.